Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next installment of Let's Play Bare Knuckle 3. I'm your host, Devilish. This episode's coming in right on the heels of the previous one. I think now that I've finally gotten into my groove, I can start approaching this thing more regularly. It's just that so many things, whatever can go wrong does. Like, for some reason, my Avi-logger cuts off prematurely, so the commentary doesn't always sync. I'm hoping I don't get whipped. I'm trying to avoid all this stuff. And she just got taken out. Thank you. But I'm gonna keep at it until I get it looking the way I want it. Because you never get a second chance at a first impression. You're so pinned down dealing with all these guys. And even in the harder difficulty settings, it's tougher than that because there's so many more enemies and they have so much more health. But, as Sun Tzu said, if you know your enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. Any of you guys ever read The Art of War? I didn't read it for a college project in a business class. It could be applied to pretty much anything, even relationships. It's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a whole field of study out there somewhere dedicated to it. And all these guys, the ninjas, they're new enemies. And they're all thematically named based on Japanese cinema icons, like the Toshiro Mifune, the one we just took out. Shokasuge, yeah, Kasugi, I'm slipping. Sonny Chiba, he was in Tokyo Drift, anybody know that? I really want to watch some of his older movies. They were really popular there. What, did I get stuck? For some reason you have to wait for them to appear. And always move upward into the background to avoid getting hit by the rail cars. And if any of these guys pick up a kunai or a sword, they gain this really wicked spinning attack. They can cover the entire area in a matter of seconds. So, best thing to do, either throw the weapon away or just burn the energy off of it. Burn the energy off of a weapon. There's a phrase you don't hear every day. Ah, dude, just sweep kick me. I'm trying to get a hold of the sword, but they're in my way. Okay, this should do. Yes! Perfect. No, sir! No. You can die. Okay, let's see. Oh, yep, time just right. Yes! Stay on the ground. This section's pretty short, but the next part is really cool. The battle with Yamato, the samurai master. I don't know if he's a ghost or a wizard of some sort. He splits into three. And this is one of those situations where you ever hear a song and at first glance you don't really like it that much, but then the more you listen to it, the more you like it until it eventually becomes one of your favorites. That's how it was with this track here. And the remixed version for the Streets of Rage remake is even better than this, believe it or not. So, his favorite move is to jump backward and then fly toward you with a sword out. Just step to the side and then get up right in his face. Each one has a successfully stronger magic attack. Like this one just teleports around the room. So just keep your eyes open, wait for him to reappear. And don't get too far away from him, otherwise he'll start flinging the shurikens at you. And like Shiva, he jumps when he gets to his feet after being knocked down, but instead of moving forward, he'll move backward. So you can use that to your advantage, just not as much. One of my favorite tricks is to just approach him from the side and grab him and then slam him to the ground. This one has duplication, but don't try to throw him because he can evade it. And there's a shuriken attack. And he'll also jump up and throw 3 shurikens at you at once. So you can just use your roll to evade it. for him to move back and hope he didn't throw anything. Yeah. There we go. And of course, the last one's the hardest one. He has the invisibility magic. And he'll give himself away by the shimmer in the air. Anybody know what that symbol says? I've always been curious. It looks kind of like the, like Cloud's, bad luck symbol from one of his, limit breaks. Just because of the X, I guess. Ow. Don't even let him get... This guy moves all over the field like it's nothing. Why didn't they make this guy a playable character? That would have been cool. You just have to wait for him to reappear, and the problem with that is that he could feasibly attack from anywhere if you can't see him. And then for some reason, even if you're standing right next to him, he self-destructs. But it doesn't damage anyone. And in the Western version, he says magic twice, 2 different ways. It's very strange. Skip that! Now another secret hallway. Axel's finally giving voice to his suspicions. He's not quite sure to trust Sam either, but he's able to balance what he knows and what they've learned. Another beam of light, but wasn't the city already destroyed anyway? There's nothing left. Thousands of people have already died. So the team already had their suspicions that the Syndicate was trying to start a war, and Sans just confirmed it. An arms-dealing operation on a grand scale. Man, sounds too much like the times we're living. I don't even want to get started on that. So now we're inside this little pagoda here, and there are no easy enemies here. You have to stay on your toes. And of course this guy has the kunai, so he's going to spin. Let's see if I can take him out before he gets away. Nope, he evaded me. And just like Yamato, if they approach from off screen, they can appear anywhere. And you can choose which section you want to go through. I think you can go through the back wall, in addition to the one I just broke. But I'm okay with it, because they're all pinned down, so just keep pounding on the B button. Damage them as much as you can. Now there's only one left, and you can just pin him down. Makes it very easy, because if you let them spread out, you'll have to evade them all one by one. And also you can grab these guys while they're blocking, so that's very convenient. I think one's gonna approach from above. Yep. And you're stuck, Mr. Phoenix. I think Phoenix was the name of one of the Mutai type enemies from the previous game. I just got a Facebook message. Can't talk right now, I'm busy beating the crap out of people. What the? Oh my god. And I just took more damage from the recoil, but it's okay, I'm still alive. And I think there's a health pickup here. Busts of Mr. X. He's almost as egotistical as Ben Carson. Ugh. Yeah. Time that just right. Use your special attack as often as you can, as long as it's fully charged. Because the more damage you can do, the better. And you may be tempted to even throw the big guys behind you to get the other enemies off your back, but you have to resist the impulse because it'll do nothing but damage you. Well, actually, I'm wrong. It might damage them too, but it's not worth it. I pressed it too soon. But it's okay because I still took him out. Woohoo! Oh, he's gonna throw for airborne. I was hoping he was going to roll, because when he does, he gets dizzy, providing an excellent opportunity to attack. Why do these guys always dress like the Joker? In purple or green? His two favorite colors. Anybody ever played Batman Vengeance? That game was underrated. It was awesome. And not just because they put the voice cast in it. I wish they would re-release that game. Just fly forward. Nice try. Nice counterattack. Not gonna let this guy take my chicken. Gimme. And like I said before, you can grab them. It makes it very easy. Dang it, I thought I was done. I got fooled. You have to leave yourself wide open in the air to a flying kick, because these guys do their slide tackle. It's all just a matter of breaking down what kind of enemies are in the field and how to use their weaknesses against each other. Especially if you've got two habitually ground-down enemies. Just focus all your attacks on the strongest ones. And hopefully, the weaker enemies will be caught in the crossfire. And here we have another elevator, identical to the one in the last game. This area is just extremely annoying. There's nothing to do but just beat the crap out of anyone who gets in your way. I guess it would be more fun with 2 players, but at least the one on the construction site was more fun because you could use the hazards to your advantage, but this is just boring. Every time you take out everyone on the... Oh, this one's metal. It doesn't look metal, but the caption says it is. And I hate these guys. They approach you from just the wrong angle. Dang. I'm gonna have to make it disappear. No. Give me knife. Want knife. Give me knife. Tell me you don't want to let these chicks approach me from behind, because they will use their wit at first opportunity. See? Just like that. Get up. There. That's better. But I think that about wraps it up for the 3rd episode of Let's Play Bare Knuckle 3. I'm going to take a breather. I need to calm down because I'm just extremely annoyed with this. Hopefully it passes quickly. In the next episode, we get to the top and hopefully face off against X. This has been your host, Devilish, reminding you, keep it awesome.